Yo guys, Gluten-Free EDC here. I'm Brian, your gluten-sensitive representative. I've got a really sick production knife. This is from Berg Blades. This is the Mini Sweeney, OEM'd by Riot. If I'm wrong, I'll try to include that in the details down below for the OEM. Fantastic little knife, guys. So let's start off with the blade this time. So as you could see, small little guy, really cool finish on this. Comes in all different varieties of finishes, but all of them are going to be in CPM 20 CV, sporting a flat grind, which I think is perfect for this size of a knife. This one has an acid stonewash finish. You're looking at about a 3-inch overall length on the blade with a 2.9-inch cutting edge and about 0.14-inch thickness. Not too shabby, guys. It's overall pretty thin, comes down to a really fine edge. I dig this blade a lot, guys, a lot. Now we'll look at the handle. So we've got the 6AL 4V titanium, really nice stuff right there. It's very soft, and that would be due to the sandblast that he's finishing the pivot in and the stone wash as well, that you could see. So it just makes for a really smooth texture, not chalky at all. I find it's nice. The blade, maybe you could say, is a little chalky, but I feel like most acid stonewash, that's the feel you get. But really hides any use. It's really contoured whale. Really nice. And then you see the flat along there as well, just beautifully done. Then you've got the black micarta. This one has been handled quite a bit by me, and I tend to have kind of like just oily hands. So you could see it's really darkened up. It started more on that lighter side. Easy to clean. For micarta, if you're going to be doing some cleaning, Ballistol is really good. I believe it's an all-natural product. Strips any oils off. You can use alcohol as well, but I'm pretty sure that's going to degrade the micarta and not offer any protection. The resin that's used is typically some form of epoxy. Alcohol and epoxy, not the best combo. So I'd recommend Ballistol. It's also going to lubricate and protect, which is a nice feature that it adds, which alcohol will not add. So apart from that, you also have this cool back spacer. Nothing too fancy going on there. If we close the knife, you could see hides it pretty well. Can I get my finger in there? Not really, not to stab me in any way, so that's nice. The liners are done nicely to match the bolster. This is a bolster lock, essentially a liner lock, with some scales on there. Really beautiful, and you can see more here where what the micarta did look like before my oils took over and darkened it up. Really nice. It's riding on ceramic bearings, of which are riding on hardened steel washers. Makes for really great action. I've been told that the satin finish and other finished ones that aren't acid wash will drop shut a little easier, but to me, totally fine having to shut it the way I do. That, oops, botched. Thumb rolls open nice and easy. And this top flipper works phenomenally. Gets a nice little pop out of there. So an overall length of this guy is small, like I said before. It's a 6.57-inch knife. Overall thickness, you're looking at 0.495 inches, so about half an inch. Now this micarta variant comes in at 2.65 ounces, guys. Super light for about a 3-inch knife. I mean, we'll say 2.9-inch cutting edge. You're at under the 2.9 ounce mark, so like phenomenal work. If we look in here, there's some milling out over here. Nothing really going on over here. Good look at the other side. So there's that hole from before. Some pocketing right on this side, actually a good amount. Not much else. It's just the size of it, the use of the materials like micarta, small blade, makes for a pretty awesome like piece in terms of weight. One thing that you can see in here is this is 11 of 25. Currently, there are only 25 of this variant in existence. And also on the blade, we have the double B Berg Blades. Really cool. It reminds me kind of like an 80s themed symbol, if you will. But if you take a look at it, this knife did come with this patch, and pretty cool. It's one of his models. I forget which fixed blade this is. And the double B, really cool. He throws a bunch of cool stuff like that in with his knives. This one even came with a COA. So it's the Production Mini Sweeney. He does do custom knives as well. Steel, handle material, hardware, neat. And he signs it. And it includes some cool stickers. Pretty awesome. I dig all of that. So back to the knife itself. Yeah, it feels great in hand. Action, fantastic on deployment. I think this one, the detent could have been a little firmer, but totally cool. If you want to take apart, you know, strengthen the detent, absolutely could understand wanting to do that. It works for me though. I love rolling this one open with my thumb. Ergos wise, so it does have the two separate angles. You have one here and then one going down to fill the palm. And that's good. If you hold it back here, it's decent. If you hold it up here, actually, with your index finger and then anchor in the choil with your middle finger and wrap the two remaining fingers, it's actually pretty good in hand. For such a small knife, it's not bad. And you got a small little blade here, so you're not doing anything crazy with this, but yeah, this is going to be fantastic for, you know, your typical EDC tasks. Like, I'm trying to think, you know, opening up packages, even some cardboard destruction, right? So breaking down that cardboard should be nice and easy. Yeah, this thing is nice and slicey. Yeah, this is a knockout piece, guys. Let's compare it to some other knockout pieces that I happen to have in regard to production knives. We have the X-Mid, another fantastic knife. This is a 3-inch overall length knife. You can see it is just ever so shy, right? Overall length, it's a bit smaller. Blade's a bit smaller. Height-wise, it's a bit smaller. And definitely weight-wise, hard one to compare to. And then, sorry for the radio silence there, I had to get another cool knife. So we have the GM11, my favorite production knife of all time. Yes, I will have a video up on both these knives down the line, guys, so subscribe, please. I would appreciate the support. Yeah, so really cool knife again. Size-wise, it's just so much smaller. This is a small knife. Really, really great, though. Really great size for EDC and carries amazingly. The clip works pretty well. I will say it can be a bit hard to get stuff in there. This is a bit sharp right here, right? So getting stuff up under there can be a little difficult. It's got a lot of retention. It's pretty stiff. It works for the most part. It's fairly deep carry. You got like that much poking up. It's as deep as I care to ever go. So all in all, decent clip. And let's show some micarta. Gotta have a custom. So here is one with some Westinghouse micarta, and you can see, figure it kind of goes with the titanium bolster and micarta. So really, really cool. Obviously totally different knife, but you can see the difference in micartas. This is done really well. It's not going to be as polished, but you're not going to typically see that on production knives. all in all, fantastic knife, guys. I would highly recommend picking one up if he has a drop or if you find one on the secondary. This one was, I believe, $335 plus tax plus shipping. I believe I paid around like $340, maybe $345. All in all, yeah, fantastic knife. I would highly recommend it. I think lock bar access is phenomenal. I forgot to mention that, actually. So you have some scalloping going on both sides. You can easily reach this. You can easily push it over. It's not difficult at all to disengage the lock. I think I've been crazy about that lately. This is a fantastic knife. I wouldn't change anything about that. Yeah, overall, just I wouldn't change really much about this knife. My only complaint is maybe the clip, but really, it's barely a complaint. So that is the Berg Blade Mini Sweeney, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Too small of a knife for your EDC? For those that are on board with the smaller knives, I mean, come on, you're doing it right. It's a fantastic knife, guys. I'll let it ride there. Thanks for joining in. Please like, comment, subscribe. Your support means the world to me. I will have more content down the road. Thanks, guys. Take care.